What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. Today we broadcast to you live from sunny Florida.
From exhausted Canada.
It's Canada. We're in Canada. So this is Lake St. Clair, and we're gonna go fish it. Yeah. We figured we'd take a second though, because we got a bunch of stuff in the mail recently, and unbox it. What is it called? Mail call?
Mail call.
Mail call. We're gonna do a mail call. So
mail haul. That's the genius that you guys are here for.
My brain came out of my ears just then. All right, so mail haul coming in hot today. We have stuff from Busby. We have stuff from MONSTERBASS, this month's box. And then we've got the mystery box.
Dadfishtackle.com. I think he was like selling stuff for a while, took a break, and he's like, maybe I'll do more. And then he did a lot more. So I think the stuff's available, but yeah. Dadfish Tackle.
Dadfish. All right, so where should we start with this? Wait, you ready for this unboxing? It's unboxed.
All right, next.
All right, so this is brand new, you guys. This is the Colony 15 Deep. Show them the side by side.
Look at, this is the
Bam!
thing. So this is like there's something in between as well, but this is the extreme.
Insane. So now you have a deep box that doesn't take up more than the normal width and length dimensions of a 3600 size tackle box. It does take up the depth dimensions.
So what we meant is it's the same outside dimensions. So you get the same outside dimensions, but you get the additional, I think it's like 2 inches.
Yeah. So the cool thing about these though, one of the things I like the most is we get like this thinner cube system that they use in these deep boxes and in the thin boxes versus the regular one. So one complaint that we hear sometimes about Busby is that they have like these bulky cubes. Now we find that you can still store just as much tackle as you want to, if not more than we ever could in our Plano edges, for example. Maybe not like the wide open cavities of like those general store-bought plastic ones that you can get. But with these thin cubes, now you're not really losing any real estate, period. There is no argument against that.
The old ones had thicker edges, and so you lost maybe 1/4 of an inch across the whole box because the width of the walls was thicker.
Yep. So and that also reduces the weight a little bit. Like these have felt lighter than, especially the thin, obviously. It's also a little bit smaller in terms of height dimensions, but
still extra heavy duty.
They're still, you know, that bulky kind of heavy duty feeling. So I know it's not for everyone. The thing I can say about it is, as far as we are concerned, we have beat the ever-loving tar out of these things, and they have held up to our demands.
I had this on my little kayak because I was loading up, and my son was just like
throwing.
He literally just whacked it across the drive, and I'm watching it, bam, right on the corner, skid all the way down. Not a mark.
Did it open like a certain terminal box I had?
I was super nervous that I was going to explode with hooks everywhere, and it didn't. And I was like, well,
wow.
Thanks, Busby.
Yeah, in our opinion, they hold up really well. We love these boxes. If you guys
like these for crankbaits. Like for me, these are crankbaits.
That's a great point.
These are very crankbait centric.
So I have the Colony 28 Deep, and I use it specifically for mid-size swim baits. So all of my mid-size, you're looking at like the 1 to 3 ounces, not the big glide baits, but if it's anywhere up to, I think, 6 inches you can clear, then you got plenty of room. So I have probably about 30 swim baits in that box.
There's a ton. And crankbait
they just stack.
I like them for crankbaits. So my Busby Deep, the larger one, I actually just use for storing like all of my crankbaits. So I have like basically all of them in one spot. This will be great for taking on the water when you know it's going to be a crankbait day, or you're going to try a bunch out. You could fit a bunch of crankbaits in there, and then you got plenty of space to store. If you just plop one of those sections out and you're like, okay, this will fit the rest, then it's like you're ready for the whole day with one box. I like that a lot. Yeah,
and as always, you can order the little cubies here separately. So if you want different configurations, you can customize to your heart's content. All right, Busby, if you want some, click our link in the description below. Please. Appreciate you. What's this? This is a box with an M on it. What's that mean? Man. Oh, 2 different directions. It's the Mega Man box. Oh no.
Dude, that'd be dope. Does it come with a wrist blaster?
I hope so. We're gonna have to kill a bunch of robots with oddly elemental powers.
Yeah, and no one's gonna know anything.
But one's a spring.
Dude, they're so dope though.
I know. All right. So we have this month's MONSTERBASS box.
What's this month?
This month is June.
There it is.
So if you're looking for this box, it's the June box, which is like top water, but like
Well, why
not
is it
top water.
Why is it top water? Not top water.
You'll see. There's something missing.
There's one element that's a bit of a surprise.
There's something that shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
It's
Anyways,
a box, though.
there's an insert in here.
Yeah.
We'll do the fun combo that starts out boring and then just keeps on giving. So we have some hooks from Sandbar Tackle, a company I am not familiar with at all, but they're EWGs. Looks like a 5/0. Quantity 5-pack though.
It's Corpus Christi, Texas, so you know they know about big fish.
I mean, yeah. So these should be some sturdy gosh dang hooks.
They look sturdy.
5/0, but you get 5 of them as kind of like a win because normally we get 3. That's a win on hooks. All right.
Show me what these sturdy boys are going for.
So that is part of these frogs from Vicious, aka get vicious and catch some fishies. So check this out. Here's our frog. This is a watermelon color. It's nice with the sunlight here. You guys can really see like that red and stuff popping, I hope. Look at these freaking legs. They just kick out to the side so hard. So we're rocking the kicky feet. Y'all know that. And yeah, I mean, it's a hefty topwater soft plastic frog. It's got a little recessed hook area there, which is neat. And looks like pretty easy rigging. Yeah. Ew, 4?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you're just gonna Texas rig these bad boys, like so.
Don't ruin it.
And I do these weightless when I do them like this.
Yeah, this is 100% a weightless bait. Like these have some heft to them. They're also decently buoyant though, because I don't think they salt them up a ton.
Which is good.
Yep. So you can run that on the surface. Highly recommend just a like a medium heavy to a heavy stick with a 5/0 hook. I lean on the heavy, kind of like a frog setup. You could use the same frog setup that you use for your hollow body frogs.
And where are you typically doing this versus a hollow body?
So I like running those. Actually, I run them both in the same place, but I like running those through the slop because I feel like they don't get caught up as much.
I like mine in almost the exact opposite scenario.
Yeah.
Only because with kicky feet, obviously, this is the deal. You can't get quite
move some water,
and you can't get quite as far of a cast with these versus a hollow body. So typically,
these are hefty though.
Oh yeah, these will run, but not like a frog. I mean, a frog with that weight in the back, it's quarter mile over the mountains.
You got to adjust your bait caster a bit for these, but yeah.
But the other thing too is with these, you do get a cleaner hook set. So
yeah.
I prefer these in shorter, like
it's an easy hook set.
Yeah, like
really.
Whenever you're going under trees, whenever you're doing like sparse pads, I find like this setup to be great. I almost never rig one of these. Like every time I rig a weightless, it's got kicky feet. So
yep.
I do run these like parallel to like sparse.
Just straight burn it.
And then you just burn it. Yep. That's what I like about these, and that's when I'm typically using them. And yeah, I agree. Medium, heavy.
So still top water, right?
Yeah.
So far. So this next one is the Prop Knocker from Razor Custom Tackle, and this is a buzzbait in 3/8 of an ounce, and it's an interesting one because it's a little bit shorter than I normally expect.
Compact.
Yep. So that's it. That's the whole compact package right there. White and chartreuse, which is a money color pretty much everywhere all the time, and you got a silver blade here as well. Now the reason it's called a Prop Knocker is because it knocks into this jig. So I'm interested to see how this thing actually runs.
I was gonna say they kind of did the cheat code that everyone tells you. So a lot of places, there's kind of like standard, tricks that become standard for a lot of baits.
Yep.
This is one of them for a buzzbait. If you're not getting enough sound or like strikes from
knock
a
it into the
buzzbait,
jig.
you bend it down and you wait till it's just ticking, right?
Yep.
You don't want to do it where it's so bent that it's hitting it real hard
and not rotating,
and it won't spin in the water, and it's got to spin. So they kind of built that in for you, which is dope. I'm always disappointed whenever you don't get the hand tied. Me personally, especially because the hits you get on a buzzbait,
it's gonna get ripped off.
They're also vicious, and so this will die at some point. So be prepared for that. But you know what? It's a solid buzzbait, and it's green chartreuse. You can't miss.
Yep. And I mean, it's so compact, you almost don't need a trailer, but there's
a perfect trailer for it.
There is a trailer in here that I'll show you right now, and we'll rig one. Rig it.
I'll rig it right now.
Rigging with Paul. All right, so we got the Big Bite Baits Kamikaze Swim On Split Tail. If you guys haven't fished the Big Bite Baits, well, period, Big Bite Baits makes awesome plastics.
High value.
But if you haven't fished the Kamikaze Swim-Ons or any of the variants of the Kamikaze series, like these things are amazing. Like they just straight catch fish. I've been using the standard like Kamikaze Swim-On in all different sizes for chatterbait trailers forever.
It's my #1.
It works so well. It's my go-to.
The smoky gold.
Smoky gold. It has caught a billion fish.
It's one of the best colors because it matches everything. The gold flake, it's just wonderful. And like the Smalley Smasher, like it's such a good value. You get like a so
20
many
or something.
It's like some crazy combo pack. So yeah, big bite baits, solid value all times.
Love it. So here's the split tail on that Buzbe. Look at that. So you get
it is gorge.
Yeah. So it's kind of it's your kamikaze swim on if the tail, instead of being like a straight vertical tail, was split into two little wormies, little grubs.
Yeah, not a fork. It's like an extreme fork tail.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
You love the white. It matches the chartreuse. You can't miss on it. It's a great drop shot bait. This one is. And you can trim those little fork tails down if you want to get an even smaller profile. They're not super stretchy though, so they're not like the Z-Man type plastic, but you counteract that by getting double the amount of pack.
All right, so we're still topwater. This next one, what just like shot off of that? Oh, the little insert shot out when I hit it.
This is the Buzbe frog.
This is the Buzbe frog. It's German.
It's German Buzbe frog.
Do you have das Buzbe frog?
Buzbe frog? You gotta get the fro. It's like the two.
Buzbe frog. Frog.
Busenfrogen.
Busenfrogen. This is the Buzz Frog. PHROG for whatever reason. Frog. This is the original Kicky feet. So you know it's a repeat because we've unboxed this before and we came up with Kicky feet.
That's not the color we got. We got green.
This is not the color we... Yeah. So last time we got like a standard bullfrog color with the green. And this time, what do they call this color? Brown Rattler. So
I get it, like a okay.
Yeah, I dig it. So we got some gold, brown, and black in there. Always love some black mixed in on the top water. It seems to just work really well.
Black and white.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, typically if we buy topwater, we're like, is it white or is it black? Like, let's just grab two of each. Everything in between is like a maybe.
100%, yeah.
But yeah.
You can't miss with this frog. Brown on bottom is solid. That's my sort of second best black. I mean, it's the same thing in my opinion.
These are juicy frogs.
This is a solid frog. You can't miss. And the hooks are solid.
So stout A-hack hooks. You got your standard plug situation down here. And the Kicky feet, I mean, I think they hold up pretty well.
I've never had one rip off.
Like, yeah, you get those.
I haven't had a pike yet, but that's, you know.
True, but you get those frogs with legs, and the concern is always like, I'm gonna lose these legs in like 5 minutes.
It's just like the.
And you do most of the time.
It's just like the Megabass Dark Sleeper. Like once the tail's off,
it's toast.
It's toast, and you're like, oh, $18 gone forever. Okay, see ya.
But you could catch stuff on it, and it would just be tumbling amongst the rocks on the worst fishing day I've ever had, but not for you.
Ever?
That was one of them.
Yeah. You did catch a nice catfish that day.
Did I?
Sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like a baseball player because you know how like baseball players have the ability to remember like inning 5, 2007.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like
bottom of the ninth, you caught that
Jerry
catfish.
was on the plate, and that's how I feel sometimes with fishing. Like some trips, I'm like I can remember so many random, very detailed. Like I can remember like, oh, what stretch of the river, how deep it was it super sunny? Yes, all of those things.
Yep.
This is weird.
Fair enough.
All right, so I think this is my favorite bait in the box.
This is my favorite bait in the box.
All right.
100%.
This is the TP70. I can't see anything, y'all. This is the TP70 from Arc Lures. Now, it's a popper. We'll show it to you here in a second. But for me,
it's a popper.
It's the popper.
It's like a
not
sick
the,
popper.
not the.
I didn't say the. But it's not.
The.
But it's not just a popper.
No, it's a banger popper. The thing with Arc Lures, best fit and finish in the game.
Dude, they're crushing it.
It's right there. I think as good or better than Megabass, in my opinion.
They're putting out some really good looking baits.
So I mean, I hate to say standard popper, but like it's got all the stuff you want in a standard popper. Try to get the light here for you so you can. So beautiful fit and finish. It's a baby bass, but it's got that really sort of shiny rainbowy that we love from Arc. And that's just their finish. They just get a really solid finish. The foil really comes out because of the good clear coat. It's got a really aggressive mouth, one of the more aggressive ones, and it's a trimmer body. So this is going to be more of a tight quarters. I like this one with a spinning setup, probably a medium or a medium light. But yeah, so this one is 3/8 of an ounce, 2 3/4. So right middle of the road on everything. Light rattle, not heavy. It's just a freaking awesome popper. Their baits are freaking gorgeous.
Love it. All right, this next one is the most interesting in the box.
Hyper elastics.
So
I got made fun of. I posted something on Instagram about this bait. I was like, I've never seen this before. And some guy was like, they've been out for 30 years, you moron. I was like,
did he say moron?
Okay.
Did he have to say moron?
That was the general vibe of the comment. Okay, I've captured the vibes.
Here's the lost art in our society.
Making fun of people?
No. The lost art in our society is being able to have just a normal, mature conversation and perhaps make suggestions or make a conscious effort not to be a dickhead. Like, you could just be like, hey, Paul, I don't know if you know this, but those actually have been around for 30 years. Here's a link to one.
Or like,
you're just like, oh my God,
you moron.
You didn't know?
Hey, I don't know a lot of stuff, I'll be honest with you.
It's not helpful. You're not helpful. You don't need to do that.
It was funny though, because I've not seen this, and actually the weight transfer system is so simple. I think that's what kind of makes this bait for me. Is like, they were like,
really cool.
We can do this, and it'll be, it'll really help out and be different.
A point a lot of people have made is that there's a lot of moving parts, but I'm pretty sure if it's been around for 30 years, then it's fine.
This is the most like janky, where you were like, oh, we're just gonna add this and then add this and then add this and then add this, and all of a sudden, like 4 years later, you have like totally different bait. That's what this is.
So this is called the Dart Prop from Hyperlastics, and it is that hyperlastic material that we love. So they actually have, I don't know if the sun's not going to catch this.
I tried.
Oh man. Well, there's a screw lock and some wire to this rear prop that goes all the way up this tail. So it is covered.
Not coming off.
And then you are on a single hook situation that actually does have a little hook hiding area there, so you can go pretty much weedless. And then you have this weight transfer, which is 3/32 of an ounce, and that will slide up and down this hook. So if you think about weight transfer systems and crankbaits is like the most obvious. That's where you hear that click as you set and then cast.
So the weight goes to the back of the bait, and then as you throw it, you get an extra boost when that weight goes to the front of the bait.
Yeah, so it catapults it, and if you've ever cast like a weight transfer versus a non-weight transfer crank, like in the same setting, that's when it really stands out. Also, I want to point this out. There is this little stopper right there that you guys can see, which can help keep the plastic in position up higher, which is really neat. Yeah, I'm digging this bait. I've never used it. Obviously, it's been around for 30 years. What kind of idiot doesn't know that?
What have you been doing since you were born?
Living under a rock.
So you can, I think you're going to struggle with this bait trying to get it down low, even though it does have some weight to it. This one is the sinking one. You can run it down low. That's what this is, the sinking model. There's a floating model, so this one can go down. Now, if you have a higher rate of retrieve, like an 8 or a 7+, like you can get it across the top or higher in the water. And it's going to work great in either scenario.
I dig this. I can't wait to throw this. I'm casting this today. Also, where's my original packaging? Because I can't let it touch anything.
Why?
Because it's that hyperlastic material.
I've never done it with that hyperlastic material before. I've never messed with it.
And I don't intend to.
I wouldn't, yeah. Well, the other thing, too, that I think is interesting about this bait, look at the printing. Hold on, though. Look at the print job on the material. I don't think you see this with this type of material almost ever. Like that painted.
Because I think it's harder to do that.
On there. But it's still stretchy. I've not seen that, so that's kind of cool.
Fine.
I've used bruiser baits. The one thing with bruiser baits that I've noticed is the action is probably better than most of your like medium level baits. Like when it came, I've used 3 or 4 of their crank baits, and they've all had really good action. So I'll be interested to see how this fish is. I won't find out until fall. Because
it's summer.
Right now. I don't really grab a jerkbait that often.
Even
very
floating.
rarely. I would rather have a fluke in the summertime.
If I throw this today and I catch something, I'll take all of it back.
It's not that it won't work.
Just kidding.
That was why Jafe was like, it's the top water box.
There you go.
It's not real. That's not a top water bait.
Did you just call me Jafe?
Good old Jafe.
That's why Jafe was like.
And I will say this though, they didn't say like this is the top water month of all top water months. Like
they
that
didn't.
wasn't the deal. But it's
the only reason they didn't was because they knew they were putting a jerkbait in it.
Fair enough.
So you get what you get.
I think top water month is August for us. July.
Well, for us, yeah, but it's like already top water for a lot of people.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, with everything else being top water, I was like top water, and then he was like jerkbait, and I was like, Rick, why?
I think that's probably the only weird thing in the box, but like
I liked everything else.
Yeah, solid.
Yep. All right.
This is why it's the mail haul. This is a hefty. We're talking. I don't know if they say the weight on it. They didn't. I love when they do.
Oh yeah, declare it for UPS.
Yeah. But this is probably 4 pounds. So this is from Dadfish Tackle, really nice dude that I met on Instagram a while ago, and he's.
Is there a Momfish Tackle?
If there was a Momfish Tackle, I would get that too.
Okay.
But this is Dadfish Tackle,
and
so he sent us some baits. They do. I won't read the whole letter that he included, but they do a lot of their own scents and stuff, which I think that's like you're so much better than me if that's something that you do already. So like I'm already 5 levels below you.
Yeah.
And then he made all these baits, and they're heckin' cool. So let's go through. Let's go through them. So,
Dude, you can see the juice.
He's got nets coming soon too.
Look at the juice.
Custom worm oil blend.
All right, ready?
He's got a phthalate-free unscented worm oil, and then he makes his own coffee oil concentrate as the base oil, and then he adds other scents.
Jaeger bomb.
Yeah. That's how you know it'll get.
I almost made him puke.
That's how you know. That's how you know it's gonna be good.
It's freaking Jaeger.
So this is
that anise.
This is at the Dadfish on Instagram and YouTube, and this is Jeremy. Cool.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, green pumpkin is gorgeous. Let's take a look up close for you guys real quick. So we're getting that like softer, supple plastic, which is definitely something I favor when we look at pouring our own baits or picking them up. Like I like a plush plastic if I can get it in the bags.
Show them that color. That's
another
Senko.
Can I do this color justice in the sunlight? Kind of. All right, June bug. Red bug, sorry.
It's red bug, yeah. And it's
red bug, standard paddle tail, but I love this because of that just straight red and black. That's money.
And these are sturdy. So those molds specifically, I feel like when you do a regular, like not a plush, these are sturdy.
Hang on, I just saw this logo.
Oh yeah,
Did you take an in-depth look at this logo?
Oh, yeah. With the it's classic.
It's a literal dad fish. It's a dude in his flip-flops going fishing.
Dogs are out.
But he's just arms and legs with a bass body.
Yep. He's got a coffee.
And he's got a big old craw.
So his bluegill color, Jeff, don't look at this bluegill color. I think this is my favorite color on the whole.
Ooh.
That's what that would have. There's no question about that.
Oh my! It's like if you sneezed on all the best Midwest glitter, and it fell into the mold. So it is copper, blue, green, purple.
On the June bug red seed worm.
Ooh.
This is not going to catch
us. That's a thick boy.
We're going to have to cut that down to catch her on.
Thick boy.
A little big for us, but if you're down in Florida, that probably
for sure
catches them all.
That is juicy though.
Now we have another color.
I love it.
Standard black and blue. This is where I know like you're good at your job when you do a standard like this and it looks just like everyone else's. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like it's not a jab.
You pulled it off.
You can execute at a high level.
Yeah,
it's just a good black
well
and blue.
done, man.
It's just a great black and blue. And that one's got like no opacity. Like it is very the colors are thick and evident.
Opacity?
Yeah.
Opacity?
Yeah.
You heard.
Opacity.
Opacity.
So those are the worms.
Aluminium.
So this
same color? Is it that?
Bluegill.
Oh.
Dude.
Ooh.
Yes.
Are we gonna flip these today too?
Yeah, that
and it's like a denser plastic that he used for this. I love this type of craw though. Like that's a pretty rad, just like flinch, claws. It's gonna move a lot. It's got the antenna and the appendages are kind of funky, but
I like that.
Like they do the job. Ooh, this is the cherry seed again.
Cherry seed again.
Bam! Look at that.
And all these have that crazy worm oil.
Yep.
Oh! That would do it. That would do it. It's good. You can do it here. It's just not.
I'm gonna do it today.
You can. It's just the odds are not in your favor.
No, they are.
But here's that.
Ooh, okay. So it's like a Ned craw.
Yep.
Perfect Ned body for it too.
Well, you can flip that. I feel like.
Dig that. Oh, for sure. You could flip this. Use a finesse hook, smaller EWG. You'll be fine. I'm just looking at like the tube part of the body here. That's Ned rig territory.
So this is an electric plum sample pack. Show them the electric plum.
Okay, I dig it. It's like that blue and like reddish purple. Oh my God, we're not done. I'm ready. I can take it.
I saved the best for last.
Okay, good.
I'm not, dude. This is Florida bug.
Florida bug. This is Michigan, but
Florida bug.
Dude,
so this
the
is
copper, green, and purple.
So this is like tilapia magic if you did purple instead of green pumpkin on the bait.
Dude, it's so juice.
So this is their flipping bug. So this will be like a flipping trailer, but you could definitely this has Ned all over it.
For sure.
So this is my favorite of the whole.
Okay.
Better than the bluegill. Better than the bluegill.
Is it tilapia magic?
Basically.
It's tilapia magic. Got it. Should have known.
So this is called
Bass
magic.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of bigger flake than the tilapia. But
so it's more motor oil than green pumpkin like the bluegill. Yeah. So it's like less opaque. And yeah, that's pretty sweet.
So that's got like,
lighter color.
It's got like St. Clair Smallies written all over it.
For sure. I mean, this guy fishes tilapia magic here all the time.
It's one of my favorite colors.
Wait, should you say that?
What?
Don't tell him.
I don't care. What,
All right.
like it's a secret. Tilapia hey guys, tilapia magic's good. I don't know if you knew that.
It's not a color that's real.
All right, so we got 2 drop shot baits. One is
Oh, I did. All right, I saw these because I sneaked a
green
peek at this.
sunfish.
Yes.
This is good.
Dude, green pumpkin blue is just one of my absolute fave combos. Stealth worm is juice. I like it. It's that kind of like half shell worm.
I like the flat one because they tend to, even though the plastic is not buoyant, they stay up a little bit better.
Yeah, it seems to work
when
better.
you're twitching it and moving it. So this is the same as the X-Zone.
Yep, I like it. Or the Smalley Smasher is the same. Or the KVD Perfect Plastics half shell
But these are a little on the upsize, which I like. This is the perfect.
Ooh, toss it, chartreuse pepper. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. With some blue, what's this one called?
Chartreuse pepper green. So that the pepper is the black and then the green is the green flake.
Yeah.
This was very, you could tell this guy's got some Florida experience because I feel like this is a classic.
Chartreuse pepper is just
like
a juicy
It's
color.
not like the Okeechobee, but this is like that version of it, which I think is really cool.
Adding the blue is what tells me you know what's up.
We did get some of these Dadfish stickers too, so I'm gonna put some of these in the giveaway pack.
I like it.
Because this is great. But yeah, the box is like got oil on all sides coming through. On the inside, it looks like it's been painted. Like
These baits are juiced up. All right, well, we got some fishing to do, dude. Are we done?
Yeah, but first I just want to say, like, anytime I get something that's handmade, this much stuff from somebody who is
doing the work,
doing it on their own, right? Like this dude doesn't have like a massive manufacturing outfit, at least as far as I know, and does this much quality at this volume. Like, go check them out. Like, I think it was on Etsy was where I was able to find it.
Selling baits on Etsy.
But just hit him up on Instagram, right? So the Dadfish Tackle at Dadfish Tackle.
Everybody always asks like, where did you get that stuff? Where do I go? He's not here. So they got a website? It's dadfishtackle.com.
The baits. These are as good or better than anything I've got from a store.
Nice. I love it. That was the mail haul, our first official mail haul episode. This shall be continued. If you guys want to send us stuff, you want us to just check out some baits that you like, some companies you like, you want to help us rep some smaller brands, we're all about that. You can find some information in the description below. And then for anything else you're looking for that we talked about today, we got an MB link and we have a Busby link. Appreciate you guys for checking it out and for hanging out with us today. This is a lake that I need to fish, so I think we should go do that.
Deal.
We'll see you guys on the next video. Subscribe if you like to. I'm gone. Okay, bye. Let's go.